too. Secondly, do please turn on your camera so we can see all your beautiful and handsome faces. Kindly use your name for your Zoom account for easy identification. And please be interactive and let us all have a great time together as friends. And last but not least, if you have any technical difficulties, you may contact the technical facilitator via Zoom. Before we go further into the program, let's start off with prayers. And I'd like to call upon Sister Chandini.
Oh. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
Thank you so much, Akka. Sai Ram and welcome everyone. This is the 8th part of the Navavida Bhakti, also known as Sakhyam, in conjunction with the Ladies' Day program. So our theme for today is lifting others through friendship. We will be having another MC joining us a little later into the program, so stay tuned to find out who that will be. Before we begin, let me shed some light on what is Sakhyam about. Sakhyam signifies friendship. We see this special bond of friendship everywhere. In Mahabharata, Arjuna's closest friend was Lord Krishna. Krishna and Arjuna shared a very close bond with each other. And Swami often speaks about his two school friends, Ramesh and Suresh, in his discourses. And today, we will find out more about Sakhyam. So thank you for joining us. And once again, welcome to Sakhyam, lifting others through friendship. So to kick off this program with a beautiful rendition by the ladies of Satya Sai Baba Center of Banda Klang.
कलसि उण्ठे कलद सुखं कलहिस्ते दुःखमयं परस्परं प्रेमिद्धं परदोषनमानिद्धं परस्परं प्रेमिद्धं परदोषनमानिद्धं कुलभेदालొట్టు మనకు భాషా భేదాలొట్టు కులభేదాలొట్టు మనకు భాషా భేదాలొట్టు అంతర सत्य साई मात वित्तल मे अंदरम साई मात वित्तलम अंदरम सत्य साई मात वित्तल मे अंदरम దేశమంతే మట్టి కాడు దేశమంతే మనుషులు దేశమంతే మట్టి కాడు దేశమంతే మనుషులు దేశాన్ని ప్రేమిద్దాం త్యాగాన్ని చూపిద్దాం దేశాన్ని ప్రేమిద్దాం త్యాగాన్ని చూపిద్దాం పవిత్రముగా జీవించి పావన చరితను పొంది పవిత్రముగా జీవించి పావన చరితను పొంది స్వార్థమును విడనాడి సత్య సాయి చేరుదాం స్వార్థమును విడనాడి సత్య సాయి చేరుదాం సాయి మాత విత్తలం అంతరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం సాయి మాత విత్తలం అందరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం మన శక్తిని మనము తెలిసి యువ శక్తిని చాటుదాం మన శక్తిని మనము తెలిసి యువ శక్తిని చాటుదాం గ్రామ గ్రామాలో నా సేవలెన్నో చేయుదాం గ్రామ గ్రామాలో నా సేవలెన్నో చేయుదాం సేవలన్నైనా అవి కష్ట సాధ్యములైన సేవలన్నైనా అవి కష్ట సాధ్యములైన ఒకరినొకరు చేరి మనము స్వామిని ప్రేమించుదాం ఒకరినొకరు చేరి మనము స్వామిని సేవించుదాం సాయి మాత విత్తలం అందరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం సాయి మాత విత్తలం అందరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం సత్య సాయి మాత విత్తలమే అందరం
Wow, what a great way to start off this session with such a beautiful bhajan by our bhajan team. Now, to officiate the program today, I would like to call Sister Sajita, Ladies Wing Coordinator, to deliver the Ladies' Day address. Over to you, Akka.
Thank you so much, dear Soundari. Om Shri Sai Ram to each and every one of you here with us today. We are all gathered here to celebrate this beautiful evening dedicated specially to the ladies of SSBC Bandaklang. We also have many brothers and sisters joining in from various centers from the Selangor State and Wilaya. A very warm welcome to all of you. Ladies' Day is annually observed by the global Satya Sai organizations. It is a sacred day dedicated to women in honor of their preeminent roles in the family and society as instruments of love, compassion, forbearance, righteousness, and selfless sacrifice. On this auspicious occasion of Ladies' Day, we are grateful to our Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba for uniting us as one family to offer our love and gratitude at His divine lotus feet. This year, the theme for Ladies' Day is Women are the beacons of the nations. Such profound words entrusted to us women, which also signifies the roles we have to play to uphold our dharmas. Swami says, if there's righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there's beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there's harmony in the home, there will be order in the nation. And when there is order in the nations, there will be peace in the world. And this, dear ladies, begins with us to nurture a loving, righteous, and peaceful home. And these roles are not only meant for women as mothers, but women as a wife, as a sister, a daughter, a grandchild, and as a friend. The foundation on which a peaceful and happy world is to be raised. When women are true and brave, kind and compassionate, virtuous and pious, the world can have an era of peace and joy. The definition of beacon is a person or thing that warns, guides, or offers support. And today, we dwell deeper in this word beacon as a friend who offers direction and guidance to us. This friend is an example of a beacon for someone in need. Question is, can we ladies be that beacon of light? Can we be the support, the comfort? Can we lift one another through our special bond of friendship? Can we stand by united with one another through thick and thin? With that, we bring you our special program for today entitled Sakhyam, Lifting Others Through Friendship. Sakhyam means friendship, a beautiful relationship between two or more people. We all understand the word friendship. As we go through life, wading through joy and grief, we want someone with whom we can share our happy days as well as our sad ones. Someone who is like-minded, with whom we can communicate, and someone who will encourage us and inspire us. Be by our side no matter what. Essentially, we long for someone we can call our own. To this someone, we designate the relationship of a friend. The relationship that we make of our own free choice. We decide who our friends are. That is why friendship is such a special relationship. Sakhyam is the 8th stage of the Navavida Bhakti, and in the Sakhyam stage, the devotee sees God as his friend, a friend who is always the well-wisher. Hence, whatever happens is accepted as a special gift from this special friend. Everything seen as his prasad. He sees God to be the companion by his side. In every relationship, we see him as God. From Shravanam, Kirtanam, singing, Smaranam, contemplation, Padasevanam, serving his lotus feet, Archanam, worship, Vandanam, salutations, and Dasyam, considering the Lord, his master, have brought him to the stage where he yearns not only to be with God at all levels, but with God as a true friend. Dear brothers and sisters and children, this day would not have been possible without the support of my dear friends, my dear sisters who were true support and the backbone behind today's program. Sister Veni, Sister Parimala, Sister Shanti, who have been more than a friend to me and standing by me throughout. Please accept my utmost gratitude and love, sisters, not forgetting my dear technical assistants who put together the visions we had into this little piece of love. I hope all of you will enjoy the program, and together, let us women be the beacon of light, as there is no higher position given to mankind by God than the honor of being a woman. Let us lift one another through friendship. Let us be an inspiration to one another, as we are strongest when we cheer each other on. Have a beautiful evening. Over to you, Sandari.
Thank you so much, Akka, for such a beautiful message. And with that, we have our co-MC.
Sairam, is it clear?
Yes, can hear you, Kak.
Okay, all right. So we are going to move on to the next segment of our program. Thank you, Sandari, for the beautiful introduction. So let's see what's coming up next on our screens.
and welcome everyone. Sairam, my name is Sister Chandini. For those of you who don't know me yet, or for those of you who know me, I'm reminding you what's my name. So I'm Chandini. All right, and I will be the moderator for today's panel discussion. All right, so the topic, as Soundari has very beautifully said in the beginning, today's session is called Sakhyam, Lifting Others Through Friendship. All right, so before I go into the session, I cannot have a panel discussion if I don't have my panelists with me, right? So let me introduce the panelists for the day. Firstly, we have Sister Soundari. Okay, those of you who got short-term memory loss, basically she was our MC so far. All right, okay, so welcome Soundari. Soundari is a young beauty with brains, right? A girl of few words for those of you who know her, but she's extremely talented, knowledgeable, and very, very sweet, right? You can see from her smile there. And for those of you who don't know her much, I'm sure you will agree with all the descriptions I gave about her by the end of today's panel discussion. Okay, so welcome Soundari. Sairam.
Sairam everyone once again.
Okay, and next we have someone whom I really do not know how to address on this platform. So her official name is Sister Nirmala, but to me I call her Amma because for those of you who don't know, she's my mother-in-law. Okay, a wonderful wife, a magical mother, an honest friend, and most importantly to me, a fantastic, not typical mother-in-law. Okay, so she's not the typical, very happy and cool for me. Okay, so for those of you who are lucky to know her well, I'm sure you will agree with me that she always has the best intentions at heart, although she may look a little strict. Okay, so Sairam and welcome, Amma.
Sairam. Well said, correct.
And next up, we have Auntie Sudha. Auntie Sudha is the ever young, bubbly, cheerful, and happy-go-lucky person of our center. All right, and I'm sure the secret behind her young looks, despite her age, I'm not going to say what is her age, despite her age, is all those smiles and laughs. All right, so she's a beautiful person inside and outside. Welcome, Auntie Sudha, to this discussion. Sarah, so Auntie doing Rajinikanth style. I don't know whether it's Rajinikanth or Vijay, but
I put like this, my face will cover.
Thank you, Auntie Sarah. Welcome.
Sairam.
Last but not the least, our energetic, exuberant, and beautiful Anjula Akka. Yes, Sairam Akka. Her high-spirited energy really amazes me all the time. I don't know where she gets her energy source. I think she's like the Energizer Bunny. I feel like that most of the time. She's a wonderful sister figure to me and someone whom I know I can count on time and time again. And again, I'm sure most of you here who know Akka will definitely agree with me. So Sairam Akka and welcome. Akka giving
Sairam.
Okay, Sairam. So welcome everyone. As you can see, we have a wonderful panelist in today's session. So I won't be talking much, don't worry. That's the easy job of being the moderator. I just ask the questions, they will give the wonderful answers. All right, so as we have introduced, today's topic is on Sakhyam. And Sajidaka has very beautifully explained what is Sakhyam, right? Friendship. And it's the 8th stage of devotion. It's the second last stage, actually, if we really think about it. After Sakhyam, it's the ultimate already. So that's how much value Swami actually puts on friendship. Right? And if we remember, Swami says A, B, C, always be careful, avoid bad company. Friends basically make your company. And I think that's why Swami places so much importance on friendship. All right, so as I said, I'm not going to talk much, so don't get bored with me. I will straight away dive into the first question of the day. And we'll start with the youngest one. So Soundari, this question is for you, Ma. What does this special relationship of friendship mean to you? In your own words.
Friendship. To me, friendship is a two-way relationship between two people, myself and my friend. And my friend here could be anyone. It could be a person, it could be a pet, it could be Swami, or even my guru, right? So a friend is someone who will be there for you through thick and thin, no matter what. you go through. And
Yep.
my friend will be there for me during my good times and bad times. And the important thing is that it works both ways, right? I too shall be there for my friend during the good times and bad. And as I say all these things, I'm already sure that all of you here already have someone in mind, right? Like, think there's a light bulb inside. No, I know this person is there, always there for me, and I'm always there for this person. And as you all know, that friendship can make a very major impact in our life. It isn't necessarily easy to build or maintain friendship. It takes a lot of effort, but once you do that, once the friendship is built and you're maintaining the friendship, that bond is unbreakable. And these truest relationship usually happens very naturally, and it's very easy. And the first thing that comes to me when we speak about friendship is that quality over quantity, right? So it's always good to have a diverse network of friends, but when it comes to my close circle, it doesn't have to be big. And that is what that makes it a special relationship. It doesn't matter how long you know someone, it is the quality of time you spend and the memories that you create together. I always remember while growing up, I always, I'm still growing, but my dad used to say, always choose your correct friends. And I think it's safe to say that I'm here today because of the people around me, and that definitely includes all my wonderful friends.
Very, very beautifully said. I like a few things that you really mentioned. There's, I think you said it's not just about building friendship, but maintaining.
Yes.
Most of us maybe make friends easily, but how much, how well do we actually maintain those friendships? I think that's a very beautiful point you mentioned there, Soundari. And the other one is quality over quantity. So many of us may have like thousands of friends on Facebook, but how many of them are our true friends, our real friends, right? It's probably, you can count with your hand. And that's why we say, it's the quantity, it's the quality, not the quantity, right?
Yeah.
For the beautiful answer. Maybe next I can hear from Sister Nirmala, Amma. My question for you is, how have you lifted others through this special friendship? And if you can maybe share an experience, because our theme is lifting others through friendship, right? So have you had a personal experience on this aspect of friendship?
Okay. Many people out there are our friends. In fact, the moment we are introduced to someone, that person becomes our friend. But to get stuck to someone is quite a rare occurrence, I should say. And that's where this friendship develops. Okay, yeah, I would like to share an experience. There was a time once when I and my husband built a good relationship with one of our family members, which later developed into a lasting friendship until this person was around. This person is none other than my hubby's brother-in-law. There was a time when he was not well at all. He was going through the most difficult time because of some swelling in one of his legs. Swelling means it's not an ordinary swelling, His legs looked like elephant legs. One of the legs looked like elephant legs. And over time, he found it so difficult to walk. He couldn't balance himself. It was so sad to see him. Despite the number of doctors he saw and the medication he took, nothing worked. And finally, there was no choice but to amputate his legs. So surgery was done, legs were amputated. Since he lived in flats, 4th floor, we knew that it would be difficult for him, especially in the initial stages, to go up and down the steps. It's not easy, there was no lift. So we volunteered to take him back to our home in Selayang. So we took him back and we organized the downstairs room, the utility room for him. We put a bed and did whatever necessary, all the needs for him. And he was with us for 3 months. And over time, our relationship grew into friendship. He used to talk a lot to me. He used to say out his sadness, how he missed his family, how he felt like the lake was still there. He would tell me, I can feel my lake is still there. I can feel like it's asking me to walk. Actually, it was so sad to hear him say all that. And we were good listeners. We also tried to give him a lot of advice and encouraged him to go on with life. And we also organized an artificial lake for him. We went to GH, we organized and got the artificial lake for him. And then I used to persuade him to walk around the Taman. So in the evenings, I'll take him, around the Taman. He started to progress very well. This is the time when actually Lakshman was just 1 year old. So in the house, there were two people trying to walk, Lakshman will be walking one way and my uncle would try to walk one way, Yeah. And then after 3 months, he said he's ready to go back. So we sent him back. And the 3 months or so he was with us, I can surely say that this friendship did lift him and give him the courage to lead a normal life. And we are so thankful to Swami for this opportunity, for this wonderful opportunity. No doubt we were related, but then even when we are related, only when we have friendship can our actions be divinized. Can it become divine? So friendship I feel is the most important thing in life, where it's a bond, it's a devoted bond. Yeah.
Thank you, Maya. I think that's very beautiful, the way you shared there, right? It's although it's your relation, you can still have a friendship with them. It's how the intentions and the love, I think, behind the actions that we take.
Yeah, correct.
And I like one very nice point you said, that to be a good friend, we actually need to be good listeners, right? All of us are probably very good at speaking. Well, I don't am good at speaking.
Correct. Very difficult to find good listeners.
Yes, exactly. And I know this because I know the few people in my life who are actually extremely good listeners. And when you are down, you actually look for these people. Sometimes it's not that you want people to advise you. You just want a friend to listen to you. And that itself actually gives a lot of comfort. Yeah. So thank you, Ma, for that very beautiful experience. Saira. Next, I have Auntie Sudha. Auntie, I want to ask you, you have gone through various phases in life, right? So you as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, as working adult, and now at a more senior stage of your life, but still very young and beautiful.
No, 16 only.
I just want to know, how did you maintain friendship in all phases of your life? So you've gone through so many phases. How have you maintained friendship?
As you said, Chandni, I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I don't take anything very seriously,
Yep.
Because I wherever I go, I always get friends. But one thing, I'm very truthful, okay, very sincere. And in a relationship, trust, truthfulness, faithfulness, communication is very important. Okay, so without this, we cannot maintain any relationship. So in my friendship also, I have full trust. I trust people, and I think I will also get back the trust and the faithfulness. Because whoever I came across, nobody ever, back. At the back they talk and all. I don't believe in that. Whatever it is, my life is like this. So, and different phases you are telling me. When I'm small, until I got married and came here, my best friend was my mother. Okay, from childhood to until I got married and came here, because after that the distance was there, and after that she lived. 1 year later she passed away. So my best friend was my mother. I can talk to her anything and she will listen. And we children, we didn't even know that she's correcting us also, because we trust her. She'll play with us. She even cut without telling my father and all that, come with us to movies and all that. All kind of things.
Partner in crime.
Yeah, partner in crime. But she, anything we do something wrong, she always correct in her way. So we didn't even know that she's correcting us. Okay, so that type of friendship I had. Of course, in the school, colleges, and all that, I had a lot of friends. I'm always with people around me. I don't know why. And
Because you're lovable, auntie.
I
know why.
When I came to Malaysia, I always tell Nirmala that you are my first friend in Malaysia, because the first person I came to know in Malaysia is Nirmala. I always tell her that. Okay, so then I introduced to Sai Baba centers. There I found wonderful sisters and brothers who really guides me. No, when I do wrong, sometimes I'll get scolding also. Even Nirmala scolded me. Sister Jaya will scold me, Sudha, you doing something wrong, but I will take it because I know that they are correcting me. This kind of thing, because of that, I think I maintain all the friendship, all these years with others. I'm not fussy. Anything, okay. You can correct me. Okay, I'm happy that somebody is correcting me. Somebody is calling me, I won't get angry with them. I don't speak to them. No, nothing. I won't do that. I'm always same person. I think Nirmala knows me. How many years? I'm not sure.
35.
Huh?
35 years.
Yes.
Naveen was,
yes, she knows me. Sister Padma knows me that many years also, because they all from one then we are together, and still we are maintaining the same friendship together. And this is the secret of my maintaining friendship with.
Thank you, auntie. Thank you. I think for us youngsters who are in the early phases of our life, this is something we can really remember and appreciate. I think some things that auntie mentioned, right? Sincerity, honesty, trusting. And I think maybe something extremely important is accepting, right? So we should not be too sensitive when a friend is trying to correct us, but take it that they are telling it for our own good, right? So we must have that humility in friendship to accept what a friend is trying to tell us, especially if they are a true friend and they have the best intentions at heart, right? Thank you, auntie. And last but not the least, for this panel discussion, we will come back again later. Okay, so but last question for this round is very beautiful Angela Akka. Akka, can you share with us how we can benefit from this special bond of friendship? So we have understood so far what is friendship and how it's so special, and how we can uplift other people. But how can we, one person or any person, basically benefit from this special bond?
Right. Thanks, Chandani. And I think when I hear everything that is going on for this last few minutes, I think a lot of us are having a flashback moment of all the friendships that we are having or had with all the wonderful people. And we're also thinking about how nice those feelings are. So that moments that we are recollecting actually brings us to the fruits that we got through from all these special bonds that we have had. For me, a good friend is very important in every stage of our life. I think when we look, like what Auntie said earlier, in different phases, everyone came in different phases of our life and they benefited in many different ways. I think this is one statement that Swami always says, one of the most miserable person on earth is the one who has money and no friends. The one most miserable person. So if you can go and say, I have all the money in the world and you have no friends, you're the most miserable person. So friendship itself brings the benefit of you having a good personality, a good person by itself. Just looking at it, the benefit that we get out of a good friend or a special bond is actually love. Let me abbreviate love for all of you, right? So let's look at letter L. When we look at letter L, for me personally, when I have a good friend or when I have a friendship, I know that I'm less lonely. Maybe because I've always been a single child. I didn't have brothers or sisters. So friends for me is really important. I take them to the next level of my life, right? We become less lonely because we know there's someone that we can speak to, that we know that if we, we're in trouble, you can call them. You can really feel that you don't feel this, I am lonely. You don't have that feeling, right? Now let me go to the next letter, which is O. They really take you off stress. You know, when you really sit down with your friends, you don't really see time running. I know that because sometimes when the youths come to our house and we sit down and we go say 1 o'clock already, 2 o'clock already, you're really off stress. Why? No worries. You just laugh and you chatter and you talk, you know, and it's not only during the happy moments, but these friends are those who are great listeners, like what Auntie Auntie Nimla was saying, you know, you can actually vent out, you can, you know, cry out, you can laugh out. And this is really reduces the stress level in you. That's why you say that you really want to go meet your friend just to get that, right? The next letter, V, is Vahana. What do you mean by this? Your friends are the one that drives you everywhere, drives you in love, drives you crazy, drives you to learn new things. You know, things that you're not wanting to do, they will say, come, let's try. Why not? For example, a roller coaster ride, for example, or, you know, something that you will never dream that you would do. Come on, they will drive you. What I mean by driving is they guide you very indirectly and they're guarding you like how you're in a car and going for a beautiful journey. So they are really the Vahanas in our life. And finally, the letter E, the benefit that we get is they are our greatest emotional support. In all our ups, our downs, if we do not have a friend, I don't know how our life would be, right? They are there to actually be a great distraction. Sometimes you just come, you get distracted from all your troubles, all your worries. Just they come there and you get presents, you know? Or you just, by just talking to them, itself is a complete distraction from your disappointments, your difficult times. So these are emotional supports that we really need. So loneliness, get less lonely, you're off stress, they are a Vahana and an emotional support. So everyone who's in the call today, all lovely, beautiful ladies at home, including brothers, sisters, and children, a real friend walks in when everybody else walks out. This is the punch dialogue you must remember. Okay?
Akka kami surely will have punch dialogue and action. So we learned two things ready today. The love description for friendship and when everybody walks out, the one who walks in is your friend. Correct, Akka?
Adeda, Nandenda.
Okay, thank you. Brilliant. So on that very lovely note and message, which we can ponder upon, and all the sharings from these four wonderful, beautiful panelists, I think we will take a short break. We have other wonderful activities and we will come back again for our second round of panel discussions. Okay, over to you. I don't know whether it's Soundari or Sajitaka, but over to the MCs.
Okay. Wow, that was a real insightful and soulful discussions, a simple sharing session that was transformed into an active and fascinating dialogue. Thank you to all the panelists. I'm sure all of you are waiting to hear more from them in the next round, so stay tuned. I'll pass it over to Soundari to introduce the next segment.
So before we start anything else, we need to break the ice or the dice. So for that, I would like to invite Sister Prashantini to take over the virtual stage.
Hi Ram, thank you Soundari. So Assalamu everybody, I am Prashantini here who will be the game master for Dice Breaker. So are you ready to start this game? It's a very simple activity. We have pre-selected 4 participants, which is 4 young, beautiful ladies of our centers. And what we will do is the computer G will help me click a virtual dice and we will have a number 1 to 6, and whichever number that falls, the person who I will call will help me answer the question on the screen. It's as simple as that. So we will start with our first round. So for the first round, can we have Auntie Kamala? Auntie Kamala, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, computer G, please help me click the dice. And we shall stop. Auntie, your question number 1. So let's see what's your question. So your question is, okay, share one good memory with your childhood friend. Auntie?
Okay.
Share with us,
One
Auntie.
good memory, actually, I have a lot of memories, but back in 1981, so I remember you're supposed to sit for SRP result. Okay, I have a lot of friends actually, but childhood friend now, I still have a few keeping in touch. So, we three of us actually best friends. So in 1981, you're supposed to get your SRP result, and you must pass SRP. Otherwise, as mom said, you get married. That's all. So that it was a fear. So we studied hard. So the three of us, we passed the way. So because in 1980s, the SRP, if you don't pass, you cannot go to Form 4. So we passed the exam. So I was like in doubt, all that, whether I'll pass or not, because all my teachers, remarks and all that sometimes very bad, put you down. Okay, but that was a challenge. So we took it, and we were a bit naughty in school actually. So that's why we always been marked by teachers. But when we got the result, all three of us could make it to Form 4. And that
so you escaped
was
the marriage.
Yes, exactly. So that was the best memory when we took the result. It was just a stencil paper, not a standard one. Teacher gave, and then when she gave, she called our names, three of us. We were looking at each other's faces. So one by one, because when I was the last one, the two friends got and they got A. So automatically they are in from 4. So I was the last one. They were looking at me and I was looking at them. So we were hoping that three of us will go to Form 4. Okay, we don't want to be departed there itself, because those days after that you get married or you look for factories. Okay, so we don't want that. That was the most beautiful, chilling, but after we got the result, it was the tremendous feelings that we three hugged each other and said, yeah, we made it, we're going to go Form 4. That's the best memory, girl. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie. For those who don't know what is SRP,
Seasonal
SRP is
Renda.
PMR. PMR for my batch, and now it's called SPT3. So yeah, that's all. Thank you, Auntie Kamala. It's such a wonderful experience. And computer G, please help me click. And the person who will be answering the next question will be Auntie Dolly. Auntie Dolly, are you ready?
Yes,
And
I am.
Computer G, you may stop now.
Hey, what again?
Okay.
Okay.
5. Auntie, you have no question number 5. Question number 5. Why are friends the most priceless jewels in life?
Thank you, Prashantini. Okay, why are friends the most priceless jewels in life? Okay, my answer is they share our laughter and tears. They remind us that we are never really alone. That's my answer.
That's very true, Auntie. It's very, very. Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much for such
Thank you.
It's a punch.
Short and
It is a very, very nice answer, but it's very meaningful.
I feel that there is a lot of meaning in it, my dear. Okay.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Okay. Thank you. So next we will have Auntie Ambika. Auntie Ambika, are you ready? So we will let the computer G click his dice. And we have number 6. Auntie Ambika, are you ready? And
yeah.
Okay, question number 6. What's the most fun thing you have ever done with your friend?
Okay, the most fun thing and the most latest event that I had together with my friends is that going to party together with them in 2018. That were all the Sai family friends, brothers and sisters. So I really had a fun time. I could, in fact, I forgot all my problems. I even forgot that I have a family. I really had such a wonderful time with them during that time.
Thank you, Auntie. Now you make me miss Parthi, Auntie. Thank you so much, Auntie. I think we all have been missing Parthi. Thank you so much, Auntie. So now we'll move on to the next question. We'll have Auntie Yuvarani to answer the next question. Auntie, Computer G, please help me. Okay, we have question number 3. Auntie Sairam, Auntie Yuvarani. So let's see what's question number 3. Describe a situation you held on to Swami as your friend.
As a friend, I always am very serious with him. It's my guy, but I won't only call him as a friend when I'm doing something wrong. When I know I'm not supposed to do it, and I'll say, Swami, you know, I have to do it. So please understand. That's all.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. I think we all be a little cheeky with Swami. Thank you, Auntie. So we will go to the next round and we will have Auntie Yuvarani to answer again.
Okay.
So can we have the Computer G? Okay, question number 4. Question number 4. What do you think your best friend loves about you?
I will say, I can feel their gratefulness in whatever way I have helped them. You know? Okay.
Yes, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie. Auntie, it's such a simple answer, but I mean, it has a lot of meaning. Thank you so much, Auntie. We'll move on to Auntie Ambige. And Computer G, please help me with the dice. And okay, and Auntie Ambige, we have question number 5. Why are friends the most priceless jewels in life?
Okay, to me, why friends are most priceless jewels is because friends are someone that we choose. We want that bond. Okay, we cannot choose our relatives. They are coming, they come into you by default. But to me, friends are by your choice and someone that like you and you can share everything with them.
Thank you, Auntie. That is very true. As the Swami says, tell me who your friends are, I will tell who you are.
Correct.
So thank you, Auntie Ambige. Next, we'll have Auntie Dolly and Computer G. Okay, Auntie Dolly, question number 3 for you. Question number 3 says, describe a situation you held on to Swami as your friend. Your cheeky moments.
Okay, thank you, Prashantini. Okay, yes, this was the time when I was down with COVID. And I was quarantined for 10 days in my room. My mind, my thoughts was only with Swami. Yes, I held on to him, to dear Swami, to give me the strength to overcome my ordeal. So that was the most difficult time of my life, and he was there for me. Thank you, Prashantini.
Thank you so much, Auntie. I'm sure Swami is always your friend.
Definitely.
Till the end. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much. And we will have finally Auntie Kamala. Auntie Kamala, let's see what's the question you get. And yes, here we go. Question number 2. Auntie, what is the best quality in your best friend?
Oh, my best friends. Okay. My best friends will never say no to me in any circumstances. I have experienced that. They are always there for me. If they can't do it, because we were now, it's this present time I'm talking, the 5 of us, we are always together. So if one cannot help, the other 4 or 3 will connect another friend and say, make sure Kamala gets what she wants. You know, that thick we are, 5 of us. So my friends will never say no to me. It's the best quality I have, and I thank God for that, Swami for that.
Oh my God, Auntie, I pray Swami bless your friendship. Thank
you
you so much, Auntie Kamala, Auntie Dolly, Auntie Ambige, and Auntie Yuvarani for joining this very cutie dice breaker. We are towards the end. Thank you so much for joining. See you all again soon. I pass it over back to Sister Soundri. Sairam.
Thank you so much, Sister Prashantini. And you know, as someone who is growing up, I think I'm like taking notes on what all of these aunties have said. It's very sweet, short and sweet, right? And I think we've got mail. So let's look on what messages did we get.
Wow, that was a beautiful segment. They say some tokens of love and affection never go out of style, yeah? And these letters are certainly one of those. Such sincere and beautiful dedications. But wait a minute, that's just part one, and more to be revealed soon in part two. Let's invite the team once again for the panel discussions part two. And in this round, we will be sending you a Mentimeter link on the chat box for any questions you may have for the panel. Over to you, Chandini.
Saram, everyone. Welcome back to the session with me and the panelists. I think I shall call it Chaya with Chandini. I just gave my panel discussion a name right now. Okay, sorry, excuse my throat. Okay, welcome back. Where's my panelists? Can I see them spotlighted? Yay. Okay, welcome back, Auntie Sudha, Angela Akka, Soundari, and also Nirmala Amma. Okay, so we have our second part, and I'm going to straight dive into the questions. I actually have a story to share, but I think I'll keep it for later. Let's hear from our wonderful panelists first, okay? So I think, again, my first question goes to you, Soundari. Can you please share a life incident where you held on to Swami as a friend? Right. So I think if I may just set the stage a little bit. In the earlier section, we spoke about our friends, like our usual friends, our family, or our, school, university, work, life friends, basically. But now let's go to maybe the true friendship, which is with Swami, as shared very beautifully during the dice breaker. So, Soundri, if I repeat the question once again, share a life incident where you held on to Swami as a friend.
I think of being youngest, I've got the perks of answering the question first.
Yes.
I think God has made us, all of us, special and unique. We all have our own ways of connecting to Swami. And my story goes a little like this. So I went for matriculation in Perlis in the year 2018 and 19. It was my first time away from home, and it definitely was not an easy road. All my life, I've had, Amma, Appa, and Akka right by my side, telling me, you got this, Soundari, guiding me through it all, everything from school, SPM, and PT3 and everything. And when I was away from home, I had to be making my own decisions, and these things included choosing my meals, waking up on my own, choosing whether I should go to class or not, choosing who I hung out with, and what did I do when I hung out with these people. So these are amongst many, many other decisions. And trust me that I've seen many of my batch mates go off the rails when they didn't have the right supervision from their parents. During that time, what helped me was I stayed true to myself, and my principles was the values and teachings that I have learned. So some of y'all know that I was a Balvika student previously, and my gurus had taught me the values and also the life lessons. I have wonderful parents who have taught me to be brave, kind, and respectful. So I feel that Swami's message was through each and every one of them, my parents and my gurus. Swami's friendship to me is through the values that he has instilled in me via all these people around me throughout these years. And that will live with me forever and ever. Akka, trust me when I say that, I have had my very own trying times, and I have made mistakes, but I am always pulled back to Swami's path. And I learn from all the challenges that I have faced. When I am down and sad, I sometimes listen to bhajans, and it feels like it's a form of communication with Swami, through music. And that was one of the part of devotion as well.
Yeah.
And that sort of relationship and friendship with Swami is how I lived my time through in Perlis away from my family.
Very beautiful, Soundri. I really like how you actually connected that, to when you're away from home, and, when things get a little tough in life, and, we really don't know who to look out for or who to hold on to. the one support that we know will always be there without fail is definitely Swami, right? He's the one person you know you can count on no matter what, right? And that's a very beautiful incident that you shared there. And I like how you mentioned that it is through Balvikas and the lessons that we have learned in life, and even through music, right, that we actually communicate and let our emotions flow towards Swami. Thanks, Soundari. Next question, Amma, Nirmala Amma. How can we consider Swami as our friend in our daily life? So we have so many things we do in our lives, whether it's studying, whether it's going to school, going to university, working, or being at home and doing all your house chores or anything, right? How can we consider Swami as our friend through our daily chores in life? Amma, you're on mute. Unmute.
Thank you. It usually happens, isn't it?
Normal.
Okay. Well, I'm sure most of you already have Swami and consider him as a friend. Nevertheless, please allow me to share how I make Swami as my friend. First, we must open ourselves up to the idea of being friends with Swami. For me, Swami is first God, then Guru, then friend. Of these three relationships, being friends with Swami is the best relationship I can have with me, because I can call on him anytime. He's there for me 24 hours a day, and I don't need a phone to call him, and I don't need any extra time to call him. As I do my work, I can speak to him, I can talk to him. And how far is he away from me? Just the call of the distance of the call, that's all. Call him and he's there. And that's why I love to talk to him, just like how I talk to a normal person. Then I go beyond this small talk, means I go deep. I take him into the deepest places in my heart, and I try and develop the skill to recognize his voice and follow it. As we go deeper and deeper, I feel our friendship grows closer, nearer, and dearer. If Swami is our friend, we must also be truthful to him. That means apologize for things that we may have done to hurt our relationship with him. So here, honesty, humility, sincerity, at this stage, crucial elements to build up friendship. And I also like to invite Swami into all aspects of my life. I keep him in my mind in whatever I do. Keeping him in my mind in whatever I do. So it is this kind of intimacy that Swami longs to draw us into seeing him as our friend and not reaching out to him only in times of troubles or just asking blessings from him. So over time, when we see Swami as a friend, soon he will be someone we delight in and with whom we desire to share our deepest thoughts and plans. And as we walk with him through our trials, sufferings, setbacks in our life, we learn that he is the only true friend we can put our trust in. Actually, come to think of it, Swami is a model for friendship. He loves without limit, and he corrects us when we go wrong. So he's the truest friend.
Beautiful. I like that he's the perfect model for friendship, right? If you want to know how to be a friend, whether it's any role in life, I think for me especially, like Swami is the role model. There's no one more perfect than him in whatever role that he plays, right? Thank you for sharing that, Amma. So now, right, it's it's not very easy, but it's easier for us to consider Swami our friend, right? Like we gempak only, like big time. Okay, Swami is my friend. But if we think one step ahead, what can we do to make Swami consider us his friend, right? We considering Swami our friend is great, right? It's beautiful. That is how, like earlier how Amma said, it's the intimacy and the bond that we build with him and bring him into every aspect of our life. But how can we make Swami consider us his friend? And if I can invite Anjula Akka to maybe share her thoughts on this question, Akka, punchline kudinga ka?
Punchline. All right. Thanks, Chandani. I mean, this is like definitely a very tough question. And this had really been like the answer that I've been seeking Swami to give it through me, to give it to all of you. Because the other one was so easy. Like, I mean, I can think about it and I can give you the answer on the spot. But now I'm like asking myself, Swami, give me the answer. So this is what comes to my mind, right? You know, the 3H in education, the head, the heart, and the hand. So this is the 3H that Swami would consider that we follow for him to consider us his friend. So let me explain, right? So what is the most fun thing about a relationship, friendship for the matter, is to get to know that person, right? So let's ask ourselves this question. All of us today who is present virtually in this call, what do you really know about Swami? What does Swami like? What doesn't Swami like? How does Swami feel about me, my family, my room, my place that I pray? What does Swami want us to actually do? Do we have an answer to all this? Thinking more?
Thinking very deeply.
Thinking very deep. And where is this coming from? From our head. So the first step, okay, I'm going to give 3 kuti steps. Okay, the first step is for Swami to consider us his friend. We need to get to know Swami really well. That kind of relationship we need to build with him, right? That we really need to get to know Swami, what he likes, what he doesn't like, right? I think Auntie Nirmala said it very well, you know, without trust, you know, a relationship can't last and so forth. Yeah, more to all that, I think knowing somebody rather than just adjusting, understanding Swami so much is the most important. So that's the first step, the H, the first H, right? The second H is about our heart, right? Let me ask all of you this question. Okay, I don't know, probably coming from education wing, I ask a lot of questions probably, right? So what do you do when we are in a conflict with a friend? What happens to our heart?
Sad.
Pounding, angry, anxious. You know, is it easy for you to give your heart completely 100% to a friendship or a relationship? Or does that person, the other side, have to prove them or prove us first before, okay, look, if you want this, you need to. So what Swami is really looking out from us, are we there to share 100% of our heart to him? If this is a heart, this whole 100%, can we give it to him? That is the second step, sharing our heart, right? I think what Swami really wants from us is that hridaya, that heart to him, right? And finally, you know, knowing Swami well, sharing your heart, okay? What's the third step? Do you think Swami really requires perfection? Being friends with him. Love. Anbu, okay? I think more to all that, Swami wants us to reflect about how we treat the others around us. The others includes our own self, the people immediately connected to us. So how we treat others, the action, the hands that we use, the legs that we use, how are we, actioning on treating the others around us? Sometimes there's so much of challenges we face at home, in our family, at school, at work, at the society. But how are we treating others? Are we treating them right, with the right love, and walking humbly completely? Are we treating all this in the right manner? And how are we treating everyone around us that we see as Swami rightfully? So this is the 3H principle in how do we consider, or how do we make Swami consider us as his friend? Okay.
Thanks, Akka. Yeah. So again, very easy to remember Anjula Akka's point. She will give that one punch. Like earlier, LOVE and then walking in and walking out. So now we need to remember the 3H, right? So if we can get our 3 H's, our head, our heart, and our hands, right, our actions in line with what Swami would, expect us, the right things to do and the right things to think, right, watching our words, thoughts, actions, right, then I'm sure as we go along, Swami will definitely consider us his friend, right? It's how we touch him with that love, and he will definitely respond to us with that same amount of love, right? It all comes back to love. I think for me, that's it, right? Whatever we do, it's that love that we have for Swami, and it should be selfless, free of ego, and free of expectations, right? That's I think the kind of friendship that we have with Swami. Thank you, Akka. And last but not the least, right, our final question for the panel discussion. And before I get to the question, if I can remind everyone, if you have any questions that have not been answered so far, please go to the Mentimeter link that has been shared on the chat, and you can put in your questions on that link. All right. So I will get to the last question. Auntie Sudha, this question is for you. How can we play our role as Swami's divine instrument in cultivating friendship with God? So what is our role to cultivate this friendship with God? How can we play our role as Swami's divine instrument? Auntie?
It's very, very, for me, I find it very difficult question. I will try my best.
From the Bhagavad Gita, Auntie, because you are.
Yes, I know. I thought from some Bhagavad Gita. Okay. First of all, my favorite mantra is there for me. I always chant that. Tomeva mata cha pita tomeva. Tomeva bandhucha sakha tomeva. Tomeva vidya dravinam tomeva. Tomeva sarvam amadeva. Okay. For me, he's everything. He's my father, he's my mother, he's my kith and kin and my best friend. He's my wealth and he's everything for me. Okay. So when I say this, I have, I always think that I have a close relationship with him because I'm seeing everything in him. Okay. So according to that only, I will start my day, and I'm a chatterbox. I'll talk a lot of things to him. I don't know when he's going to take a cotton and put in his ear. Tell me that, Sudha, you are talking a lot. Okay. These are the things I do. I think that this is the way maybe I can, I think that I have the connection between him. So when we talk about Sakhya Bhakti, that means our today's topic is Sakhyam. Sakhya Bhakti we can remember one couple, that is Krishna and Arjuna. How they are, they were very close friends, childhood friends. They eat together, they play together, they do everything together. They share the intimate moments together, So Arjuna sometimes forget that Krishna is a supreme being. He knows Krishna is there, but he forgets because in the friendship, we won't see that, we see equality, Oh, I am here, you also like me. So in that time, he used to call, hey Krishna, hey Madhava, hey Yadava, like that only, like a hey, vada, poda, but in that time, so in friendship, we see everybody equally, So when he saw his cosmic form, the Virada Swarupam, during the Bhagavad Gita time, he realized, suddenly got into his head, oh my God, this supreme being, I'm always with him. Sometimes I forget to recognize his divinity. So there is a chapter, you all can go and this one, chapter 11, verse 41. Arjuna fell at his feet and tell, oh Krishna, all this while I was calling you, I thought you are a mere friend of mine. I forgot that you are the supreme being. I used to call you mere words, Krishna, ye Keshava, ye Madhava, all like that. But I forgot that you are the supreme being. Please forgive me. That verse is very beautiful in Bhagavad Gita, where he's recognizing Krishna's supreme power. Okay. So, but Krishna, all-knowing being, he knows what how Arjuna's affection for him. All is not for respectful, not disrespect. Because we got a lot of love for Krishna. There is no disrespect. So that's why he used to call him like everything, anything, you know. So like what we do in our friendship. So in this is how they behaved all this while. So I'm telling this chapter. Another one in Sanatana Sarathi, 1978 September, Baba said, okay, I'm going to tell you, maybe I need to refer because Baba's words, I don't want to tell in my words. Okay. When you have full of trust, unshakable faith, complete absence of doubt, fear and anxiety, the friendship between a devotee and God will develop. See God in everything. Every being, if you see God, you don't have any hatredness. Okay? There is a Bhagavad Gita sloka, chapter 12, verse 13. Our Balavikas group 3 children knows this verse because they learned this verse. Adveshta sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukakshani. Okay? He who has no trace of hatred towards any creatures, who is friendly and compassionate towards all, who is free from the bondage of I and mine, who takes pain and pleasure equally, and who is forbearing in spite of provocation. All these qualities, if you develop, you can be a true friend of God. We can create friendship between you and God. These are the qualities we must have. This is Bhagwan said, it's not word, okay? Okay, so this is how Bhagwan asking us to create friendship with God. But what we can do we have any qualities of this? The one we told just now, do we have?
Work in
We have to
progress.
self-analyze every day.
Yeah.
We can develop all these qualities. You and Bhagwan will be very near because we have to purify ourselves. Of course, we will be a chatterbox. We can talk anything to him, and it is there. But we go in detail. We must have the trust, unshakable faith. See God in everything, and don't hate anybody. Who always, very pleasant, friendly with anybody. God is there for you. He will come closer to you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Auntie. I think on this topic, if we are given, the chance, we can really just sit and dwell and talk more and more, right? It's such a beautiful relationship that we share, friendship, whether it's with one another or even with Swami, right? So thank you so much. I think the few key points that we really should remember and take back, right, is love. I think at the end of all this, right, to build that friendship, whether it's with one another or whether it's with Swami, is to cultivate that quality of love, and not any kind of love, right? Selfless love, free of ego, free of expectations. Of course, we may not reach there immediately. We are all work in progress. I always believe that, but it's always better to be work in progress than no progress at all. So let us take the first step to build this bond of love with Swami. And I don't think we have any questions in the Mentimeter. We have had a look. And I think if that's the case, it basically means that our panelists have done a brilliant job at answering all the questions. No more questions means brilliant job to all of you. So well done to our beautiful panelists. Thank you so very much. I'm sorry I took a little bit extra time, but I didn't want to butt in while people were sharing. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to all of us. And Sairam, and over to you, Soundari. So Soundari is like dual role, MC and also panelist. Over to you, Ma.
That was indeed a great panel discussion. Would you agree with me, Soundari?
Yes,
there were so many take-home messages. Thank you once again for all the lovely explanations and experiences shared, dear ladies. You definitely brought new meaning to friendship with all that you shared. As the saying goes, true friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. If this session made you rethink and relive some memories with your long lost friend or friend you feel you may want to reach out to, this is the time, because distance means so little when someone means so much to us. Now let's see what Soundari has for us in the next segment.
So, like Anjulaka mentioned just now, we need to know Swami and understand him for him to consider us as his friend. So, how much do we know Swami as a friend? We have got a game for that. So, Computer G, let's show the Kahoot. Okay, there is a link in the chat box. So do click on the link and enter this code 2456774. Let us see how well we know Swami. I'm sure Swami knows us. Swami knows what I like, what Sajitaka likes, and what Sajitaka doesn't like and all of that. But do we know Swami? So we have Mervin on there, Chandni Akka. So while waiting for that, I think the panel discussion just now had made me think a lot. And I think these questions will still be in my head for quite some time, right, Sajitaka?
Yes, Soundari. So soulful, and it was just amazing, right? The experiences. I like the one when Auntie Nirmala connected. So heart touching, really. Wow, we have only 3 so far. We have 33 on the call.
Okay, we are getting more people. Computer G is selecting music. We have Swami joining us as well.
Wow. Let's see if Swami.
Let's see if Swami knows himself or not. Do we still have people joining in? Do you still need more time? Do drop a chat in the chat box. We will start in a minute. Let's start. Question number 1. What is the original name of Peter Party? Wow, looks like we have got people that know Swami. Everyone here in this call that knows. Okay, so in first place, we have got Prashantini Akka. Okay, we will see. Question number 2. What is the meaning of Puttaparthi? Entail or rockhill? 5 seconds. Wow, okay. Not bad. The questions will get a little bit more trickier after this. Okay, Chandri Akka moved up to first place. Okay, when did Swami declare himself as the avatar? October 20th? October 11th? Which year was it? Yes, the answer is October 20th, 1940. Prashantini Akka is back to first place. Let's move on to the next question. To identify the water project carried out by Swami for Chennai. Which one was it? A canal? Was it a lake? Okay, let's see who is in first place. So Chandri Akka back to first place and Prashantini Akka is down to third place, and we've got Navinanya coming up. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Who were the teachers who considered Baba as divine wonder child? Answer was all above. So all of these were Swami's teachers. Okay, we have got Uncle Muthu on the first place. Auntie Ambige is coming up. She's got a streak, 5 correct answers in a row. Okay, let's see. Who did Swami bring back to life? Yeah, for those who are not in the Kahoot, you can drop a little bit of hint for those who are playing in the chat box also. Mr. V. Radhakrishnan. The questions are getting a little bit trickier. So Auntie Ambige is in first place. So what was the name given to Baba as a boy? I think nickname. What was the nickname given to Baba as a boy? Is it Bangaru or Mr. Guru? The answer is Bitala Guru. If I'm not mistaken, it's little. Bitala means little. If I'm wrong, please do correct me. Okay, we'll move on. The Guru of all children. Okay, what is the name of Swami's pet dogs? Oh, this one, a lot of people are answering really fast. 2 cuties, Swami's pet dogs. 2, 1. Yeah, Jack and Jill. They're very cute dogs. Okay, Auntie Ambige is still in first place with Prashantini Akka in second place. Okay, who wrote the book Man of Miracles? Howard Murphy. Okay, first two answers, everyone got correct. Okay, Prashantini Akka is back to first place. We have Sai Hidaya coming up. Second place already. Okay, how many brothers and sisters does Baba have? Looks like a lot of people know this answer. 4. Swami has got 4 siblings. Yes, we are all Swami's brothers and sisters. So Satyam Shivam Sundaram is the name of the biography of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Is it true or false? It's true, correct. Who wrote Suprabhadam? Very intense music. It looks like a lot of us here knows the answer. Okay, we have Stir Prashantini Akka first place. Hidaya is coming up. Hidaya, you can do this. Question 13. What is the name of the magazine published in Puttaparthi? Yes, 13 of them got it right. Okay. Second last question. When did Swami attain Mahasamadhi? Which year was it? I still remember this day. April 24th, 2011. Go Green Day. Okay, last question. When did Swami declare he is Shiva Sakti in human form? Which year was it? In 1963. So let's see the leaderboard. We have Prashantini Akka in third place, Mandani Akka in second place, and Sai Hidaya in first place. Wow, congratulations to everyone who played. I think that was a refresher for all of us on Swami's life. Some of the things I have learned in Balvikas, but I think I have forgotten it. So thank you so much everyone for playing. And I think there is never enough time and also words to dedicate our love to our lovely ladies, which is why we needed a part 2 for our Ladies' Day dedication. So let's have a look.
That was so heart-touching to see so many of our brothers and sisters dedicating this lovely day to their wife, mother, sister, and children. It was a real memorable dedication, and I'm sure it touched the hearts of all the recipients. Thanks, Soundari. Beautiful segment. It is said that our respect for the elderly is a reflection of our reverence for God. We bring to you a heart-touching segment entitled Our Seniors, Our Love. This year, we decided to honor our respected elders, many whom I've known as a child. They have been with the movement for the longest time and been through many phases of life and been a blessing to many of us ladies and still continue to role model and guide us all. Let's sit back and enjoy this little offering and take a listen to them on what friendship means to them, which I'm sure are very profound words.
Sairam, I want to tell you what is actually a true friendship is. A true friend should be honest with you at all times. She should tell me, she should actually tell me all my faults, and also I should be able to share all my problems with her, and she should also share her problems with me. And also, we should keep our secrets to ourselves only. Even say after we have misunderstanding and we are no more friends, she must not go and tell all my secrets to anybody else. That is a true friend.
Sairam, as I'm going into my golden years, friendship is the most important element that I derive. For example, the Gayatri group has given me plenty of support, happiness and strength to overcome anxiety and fear in my life. This group chanting helps me to feel the power and the strength of Swami that takes me anywhere. And I meet plenty of friends that give me confidence to go on with my life.
Today, I would just like to say a few words on friendship. For me, friendship means unconditional love shared among us at any times of the day. Friends are there to give us a helping hand, to give us comfort, and to make us feel at home and not to feel depressed, and that is what we want. As for me, being in the Sai fold, I feel I'm very fortunate to be a chosen child by Swami. At any time, anywhere I've been throughout Malaysia, the Sai brothers and sisters are there. It is all because of Swami's grace. Thank you, Swami. Sairam.
Friendship is very necessary at all ages. Friendship is necessary to cheer us up when we have some problems. If we have 2-3 very good friends, we can confide to them our problems. Likewise, they also can ask us. Finally, When you are down, you can always confide to them your problems and they can help you, and likewise, you also should be truthful to them. For me, daily, my only friend in this home is Baba, Murugan, Pillar, to whom I talk daily. Sairam.
Sairam. So friendship is very important. You cannot simply be on your own. You can share your ideas with them. So far as I know, our center, so far I didn't know anything, but everybody were friendly. Any functions you all go together, we must teach the children to be friends. Cannot find small faults, you cannot take it, just ignore them.
Sairam, and happy birthday to Swami. Friendship means loving, caring, and helping each other in any situation, whatever it is. And we go and shower all our love to them and help in whatever way we can. Thank you.
Sairam, friends are very important to me. They are part and parcel of my life. Whenever I am in trouble, they're there for me, no matter whatever the situation is. I am always with Swami. I'm so happy. Whatever needs I need, he's there for me to lead and guide me to the right path.
Sairam. What friendship means to me? Friends are presents we give ourselves. Friends who stand by us through good times and bad, especially when there's backbiting. Yet, we have different levels of friendship with our friends. Each one is different. We share differently. But with Swami, it is different. He knows everything, our ins and outs, our good deeds and bad deeds. When we are in CIA with him, he is our only true friends. Om Sairam.
Sairam, friendship is something that we have some genuine friends and some are not genuine. Genuine friends are those who really help us when we are in trouble or in need of help. But the other version, they are more like touch and go. We have a lot of our genuine friends in our group itself. So they mean a lot to us and they are always by our side in sorrows, in happiness, and everything.
That was beautiful. It's so nice to see our seniors speaking about friendship. As we all know that friendship is one of the greatest bond anyone could ever wish for. In a cookie of life, friends are the chocolate chips. So just like that, there are so many meaningful quotes on friendship. So this segment was participated by many ladies of the center. So let's watch a video on friendship quotes. If you like one, don't forget to send it to your friend.
Friendship to me means understanding, forgiveness, and someone who is there in any situation through thick and thin.
Friendship means someone being with us in whatever situation we are. True friendship always will be in our heart. And they will do whatever the things the best for us to keep us safe and happy.
Friendship is a bond that is built on the foundation of trust and pure love. It is a kind of a companionship where you are with each other not only through the ups and downs, but you also always want the best for the other person. And the love is so pure that there is no selfish motive to that relationship at all. That is what friendship means to me.
Friendship is a devoted relationship between two or more individuals and is one of the greatest bonds to be cherished. Friendship builds trust and love, and most importantly, true friendship stands for a relationship free of any judgments.
Friendship is the expression of unshakable love. Love that is pure, noble, free from desire or egoism. True friendship is God. Friendship, what does it mean to me? Friendship means sneha. What does it mean again? It means a heart-to-heart relationship. So pure thoughts, pure words, and pure actions to bridge you towards God. It's like this flower, full of fragrance. Beautiful friendship is like this rose.
Friendship means to me a very important relationship which heals you, which keeps you moving during your hard times and inspires you to be a better person in whatever situation we are in.
True friendship doubles our joy and divides our grief. And true friendship reaches our hand and touches our
First thing that comes to mind when one mentions friendship is a famous line, "A friend in need is a friend indeed." With regards to that, to me, Swami is my true friend, in whom I totally confide in, knowing that he's always there as a pillar of support and strength gives me immense comfort. Thank you, Swami, for being my friend. Thank you so much.
A friend is the one who stands with me during my ups and downs. They must correct me if I am wrong. In friendship, there should not be any expectations.
To me, friendship means a bond between people that connect them and let them share each other feelings and thoughts.
Friendship, a special bond that is built with love and laughter. Like a rainbow, it adds colors to my life. Yes, that is friendship, a special.
No man is an island. Friends make life meaningful. As Aristotle summed it up, what is a friend? A single soul with two bodies. We play many roles in our life, but only in the role of a friend we can be ourselves. And we need this to keep our sanity. Friends don't need words. We speak from the heart. My life would certainly be dull, boring and meaningless without friends. They certainly add color and meaning to my life.
Friendship is another word for love. And this love is what the heart needs all the time. Life is nothing without friendship.
Friendship to me is a bonding between two people connected with love and respect for each other, where the two friends feel comfortable sharing problems, ideas and lots of things together. There is no time limit between them when they sit and talk. Time just flies. Most important is they are always there for each other in good times and bad times.
A friend is someone who helps you up when you are down. And if they can't, they lay down beside you and listen to you. That's friendship.
Friendship is enjoying each other's company. Friendship is truly a friend who understands you and you can trust them. They are like little stars. You don't always see them, but they are there for you.
A friendship means a friend who always be with me at the time and situation of happiness and sadness and be the best interest in my heart. My true friendship and friend is my loving God, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba.
Friendship means a bond that connects people to share their feelings and thoughts.
Thank you so much to all the ladies for such a wonderful video. I think there is still a question in my mind, and the question is how to cultivate friendship with God. I think this question needs to be answered, and I know just the right person to give us the answer. It's our friend, Swami. So let's have a look on what Swami has got to say about how to cultivate friendship with God.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా, ఆ అమెరికన్ వచ్చాడు.
The American came.
బాబా ఈజ్ మై గ్రేట్ ఫ్రెండ్ అన్నారు.
The American said, Baba is my great friend.
అనగా ఏమిటి? అంత వారికి ఆప్యాయత, ఆ ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ అనేటువంటిది లీనానికి ముందు వచ్చేటువంటిదే ఫ్రెండ్షిప్.
They could have that kind of affection before that.
ఎట్లా?
How?
శ్రవణం,
the listening,
కీర్తనం,
singing,
విష్ణు స్మరణం,
chanting,
పాదసేవనం,
service,
వందనం,
salutation,
దాస్యం, స్నేహం,
friendship,
ఆత్మనివేదన.
surrender.
స్నేహం అనేటువంటిది ఎప్పుడు కలుగుతుంది? ఆత్మనివేదనకు ముందుగా వస్తుంది అది.
This friendship comes prior to the surrender.
కనుక మనం ఆ ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ స్థాయికి మనం పోవాలి.
We should reach that state of friendship.
ఆ ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ అనగా ఏమిటి?
What is friendship?
కొత్త ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ కాదు.
It's not new friendship.
పాత ఫ్రెండ్షిప్.
It's old friendship.
పాత ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ మీ ఇంటికి వస్తే హే రారా పోరా కూర్చోరా అంటాం.
If any of your old friend comes, you talk to him.
వాళ్ళు ఏమాత్రం కించిత్ కూడా గౌరవించము.
You don't respect him in any way.
కానీ కొత్త ఫ్రెండే వస్తే రండి దయచేయండి కూర్చోండి కాఫీ ఈ విధంగా మాట్లాడతాం.
If a new friend comes, he'll say receive with all courtesies.
ఈ గౌరవ మర్యాదలకు కొత్త ఫ్రెండ్ కే ఇస్తారు కానీ పాత ఫ్రెండ్ కి ఇవ్వరు.
The courtesies are extended to a new friend but not to an old
పాత
friend.
ఫ్రెండ్ ను స్వేచ్ఛగా అనుభవిస్తారు.
Old friend enjoys freely.
భగవంతుడు అందరికి పాత ఫ్రెండ్, ఓల్డ్ ఫ్రెండ్.
God is an old friend to all.
ఇలాంటి సత్యాన్ని మనం గుర్తించుకున్నప్పుడే ఆ ఫ్రెండ్ తో మనం స్వేచ్ఛగా ఉండొచ్చు.
When we recognize the truth, you can move freely with that friend.
కనుక నీ దోషములు కూడా ఆ ఫ్రెండ్ తో చెప్పుకోవాలి.
You can express your mistakes to that friend also.
ఆ యొక్క దోషములు ఫ్రెండ్ కి అందించాలి.
You have to pass on.
ఆ ఫ్రెండ్ యొక్క ఆదేశాన్ని నీవు అందుకోవాలి.
And you can also receive advice.
నీ హృదయాన్ని పరిశుద్ధం గావించుకోవాలి.
Then you can purify your heart.
ఒక చిన్న ఉదాహరణము.
A small example.
ఒక 100 రూపాయల నోట్ నీ దగ్గర ఉంటుండాలి.
Here you have 100 rupee note.
దాంట్లో అంతా ఆయిల్ అంతా తడిచి ఉంటుండాలి.
And it's full of oil.
ఏమేమో రాసి పెట్టావు.
There's some
ఇన్ని
writings
లెక్కలు
there.
వేసుకున్నావు.
You have written certain things there.
కానీ ఆ నోటు చూచేకి చాలా అసహ్యంగా ఉంటుండాలి.
That currency note is dirty.
ఎవరెవరి చేతుల్లో ఇది మారిందో,
It must have passed through
ఎక్కడెక్కడ
many
ఏ
hands.
మాలిన్యం చేసుకుందో,
What dirt it collected.
ఇంకా మధ్య మధ్య కొంచెం చినిగిపోయింది.
It's torn at one end.
కానీ
But
అది ఏ బ్యాంకుకి ఇచ్చినా గానీ ఎవడు తీసుకోడు.
But nobody would accept such a note.
కూలివాడు కూడా ముట్టడు.
Not even a labor.
కానీ రిజర్వ్ బ్యాంకు కూడా పోయి ఇవ్వండి.
But submit there in the reserve
ఆ
bank.
నోటు తాను తీసుకుని కొత్త నోటు నీకు ఇస్తాడు.
They will accept this spoiled note and give you
అదే
new note.
రీతిగా నీ జీవితం అనేటువంటిది మాసిపోయిన పాసిపోయిన ఒక పెద్ద చినిగిపోయిన నోటు.
Your life is a rotten, torn one note.
దానిని ఎవరు కూడా ఇచ్చినా అంగీకరించరు.
Nobody would accept it.
కానీ
But
రిజర్వ్ బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్ చైర్మన్,
But the Reserve Bank chairman,
అతనే గవర్నర్, అదే గాడ్.
he is the governor, that's God.
అతని దగ్గర నీ చెడు పంతా ఇచ్చేసి తాను దాన్ని తీసుకొని మంచిని నీకు ఇస్తాడు.
Give all these bad notes, he will give you good ones.
ఇంకెవరు దీన్ని మార్చలేరు.
No one can change it.
అక్కడ మాత్రమే ఇది మారగలదు.
There only they
కనుకనే మనలో
give you new one.
దుర్గుణాలు భగవంతునికి ఇచ్చేసేయండి.
So offer your bad qualities
భగవంతుని నుంచి సద్గుణాలను తీసుకోండి.
and receive good qualities from God.
అంతేగాని నీ దుర్గుణాలు ఇంకోరికి ఇవ్వకూడదు.
But don't pass on bad qualities.
వాడు కూడా దుర్గుణుడైపోయి చెడిపోతాడు.
He also becomes bad.
There's no one else better than Swami to answer that burning question you had, Soundari, in such a meaningful way by using the right analogy. With that, dear brothers and sisters and children, we have come to the end of our program, and no program is complete without having our center leaders say a few words. So let us all welcome Uncle Rama, our chairman, for his closing address.
Sairam. Sairam, and a very good evening, ladies, girls, and children. Wish you all a very happy Ladies' Day. With your permission, Sairam to all men and boys also who are here. A very few of them are here. To those who are here, okay, Sairam to you all. I was taken up by Swami's message just now. Suddenly caught me by surprise. Reserve Bank Governor. Okay, I'll just go on with my closing address. Okay, Swami initiated Ladies' Day celebration for the first time, I think, in 19th November 1995. This is basically to emphasize to the whole world the crucial role of women in society. God has given women enormous strength, and Swami has always emphasized that women have the capacity to transform the home and also society. So women are bestowed with several divine qualities, and they are symbolized as Bhakti Swarupini, embodiments of devotion. But if they are given that title, then men also must expect something. So we have one quality also, and we are described as Jnana Swarupa. That means embodiments of wisdom. So men, namala arivali. Appadinu nenichiraadinga. There is a twist here. The twist na, Swami also said, the one with devotion has the right to enter even the inner chambers of the divine palace, whereas the one with wisdom has the access only to the audience hall of the God. Okay, so we still have the ladies are the ones who have to take us in. So dear ladies, you all can always hold your heads high at the exalted position Swami himself has placed all of you in. In fact, yesterday's thought for the day also, Swami has said, a home without a woman is a jungle. I don't know whether you all have read or not. So you go back and check. He said a home without a woman is a jungle. And I'm sure 95% of men will vouch for this. If there's any man here who thinks otherwise, I'll give you 30 seconds to voice your opinions. Yarachal இருக்கீங்களா? இருந்தாலும் பேசுறதுக்கு பயப்படுவாங்க. Okay. Okay. Since nobody is coming forward, well, I have a different opinion. This Deepavali, my wife actually took up fasting for Kanda Shashti. She took up fasting for Kanda Shashti, and she decided to do it in a temple with some friends. And this temple is situated 200 kilometers away. So I was home alone for 6 days. And imagine without a woman at home for 6 days. And the home was not a jungle. It was actually a desert. It was like a desert. Why? Because at least in a jungle, you have trees, you have plants, you have insects, pulu, puchi, animals. Jungle. Desert, there's nothing. It is just miles and miles of nothingness except sand and loneliness. And that is how I felt actually. The 6 days, it was so lonely and so like, like as if you're really missing something. So ladies, you're very important in our lives. I'm talking from experience. You're not only the beacon for the homes, but also the beacon for the nation. Today's program is on Sakhyam, and the Ladies Wing has done a wonderful job in executing this so well. Various aspects of friendships were discussed and shared in the panel discussion, which was very enlightening and very informative. And how do we relate this to also discussed, and the dedications were in fact a very pleasant surprise for many. And besides that, the way I see it, is the Thai fraternity itself gives us an excellent opportunity to develop a true circle of friends. So let's dive deeper and create excellent bond among ourselves. Thanking Sister Sajita and the whole team of ladies and youths for giving us a very truly entertaining and heartwarming program. As you all know, our center will open for Swami's birthday celebrations and morning prayers on the 23rd morning. So due to SOP requirements, you're requested to register prior to attending. If any of you face any challenges in registering, please call or message me or Sister Sajita or any committee member, and we will assist. Okay, that's all for now. If you all have any questions, you can ask me now. If none, then thank you for joining this event and good night. Sairam.
Thank you, Uncle, for the beautiful address and always being of support to the Ladies Wing together with all committee members. It truly means a lot to all of us. Let us all get ready for Arati. And today's Arati will be taken by Sister Shanti and Sister Veni from our center.
Om Jai Jagadish Hari Swami Satya Sai Hari जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
We have a few announcements to make. We'll be having our last Kodi Archana tomorrow. Starts at 5:30 a.m. with a special satsang by our lovely Auntie Jekadeva, who will be speaking on her journey with Sai.
Uncles, aunties, brothers and sisters, we have come this far, covering 8 stages of devotion. We are yet to reach the final part of devotion, Atmanivedhanam. Atmanivedhanam is the last step on the ladder of devotion, and this last step leads the devotee straight to his beloved Lord. So join us on the 23rd of November. Sajita, I think we're forgetting something.
Yes, Samandiri, let's do a photo session with all of them who are still on this call. Before we leave, let us capture this beautiful moment, and do turn on your cameras for the photo session now. So the question is, who's taking the photo?
I can help.
Okay. We have all cameras turned on. There are 25 of us in this call.
Not all. I don't see all yet.
Yeah.
Okay, can we all have our emoticons on? And in the count of 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. If you forgot to smile earlier, please remember to smile now. If you forgot to put your emoticons, please put it so now. 1, look at the camera and smile. All right, lovely. Thank you, and Sai Ram.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
God bless
for
you.
joining
You're
us
so
today.
wonderful, Soundri. Very
Yes,
nice.
thank you, everyone.
Everything was very nice. Very interesting
Thank
program.
you.
Thank you so much.
Better level. எங்கேயோ போயிட்டோம். Recordingல இருக்கோம் இன்னும்.
You're looking so
Just
good,
on recording.
Angela.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Auntie.
Sajida, and your team. Wonderful
Yes,
Thank
program.
you, Auntie. Thank
Very
you to
nice.
all of you for all your blessings always.
You spoke so well. Everybody spoke so well.
So that's why very good program.
Yes.
Hi Ram, everyone. Thank you very much. Lovely,
Bye,
lovely.
Ram.
Bye,
Thank
Sai Ram,
you.
Naveen.
Good night. It doesn't end here. 23rd November.
Yes, please don't forget 23rd November.
Akka, good promo. It doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.